APC governorship primaries have come and gone, and as expected, Governor Yaya Bello emerged the party's flag bearer. He pulled 3,224 votes out of 3,500 delegates to emerge the winner in a primary contested by 10 aspirants. The governor was followed by Dr. Babatunde Irukera, who put 109 votes, and Hassan Baiwa, who put 44 votes. Other results, as announced by the returning officer, are Yaya Audu, who scored 10 votes, Sani Lulu Abdullahi scored just 7 votes, Bashir Gegu put 4 votes, while Blessing Ekele, Iyoma Hadiza, Yakubu Muhammad, and Dalami Muhammad all scored 0. The primary election was not without its drama, as 2 of the aspirants worked out on the process and claimed that the entire process was flawed and fell short of acceptable standard. Before the primary election, Mustafa Adu had approached a Kogi State High Court in Lokoja, asking the court to stop AC from going ahead with the primaries, and this was rejected by the court. But right now, we know, gentlemen, we know that Governor Yaya Bello, I don't think anybody expected that he was going to lose at the primary election, and now he has emerged as the candidates of the APC. Do you see that it's not a clear course for him to back into the government house?
Well, first and foremost, I just want to congratulate him for the election so far, the primary election so far. Although this is not the end, but it's just the beginning of the battle. And I think it is not a clear vision or a clear way for him to get to the government house by winning this primary election.
But that seems to be like the biggest hurdle in his front right now.
Well, it is not, because there are other parties that are there trying to lay a wage against him to make sure that he will not get there. Because from the previous interview I had with some persons, especially some of the people from the Igala Azes, they want to make sure that an Igala person gets there this time around. And what they are intend to do, they make sure that PDP wins the tickets, a good candidate from PDP wins this ticket that able to challenge Yaya Bello.
But then let's look at it this way, that before the primary election, he seems to be very unpopular. He seems like the people were not wanting him, because we could find that there were very dissenting voices, oppositions, even within the APC, who didn't want him to come up. But the outcome of the primary election doesn't show like he was somebody who is not being welcomed by the people. 3,224 votes out of 3,500, leaving about just very few votes for the rest candidates.
If you look at the antecedents of that primary election and the issues that played out, for a long time, everybody knows that salaries were not paid in Kogi State. And for the past 2 months now, everybody has been happy.
Because salary hasn't been paid.
Because salary has been paid. Something that has not been paid for almost like 3 years. They simply just paid all the arrears, and then everywhere is so soft. So now, if you take that hunger away from people, what else do they want? Nothing.
So you believe paying this was one of the reasons?
Yes, was one of the reasons.
But wouldn't they find it like it is kind of suspicious that at the twilight of your administration and heading towards the election, and then you are paying us the arrears? So will it also mean that after he's been re-elected, he will go back to not paying salaries and then come back again to pay?
That's what the politics has become now in Nigeria. You see the government holding back, or at least in some parts, just like it played out in Kogi State.
Yeah.
You see the government holding back what naturally belongs to the people and using it as a bait to get them to do their bidding. Now, the fact that Yaya Bello won this election, this primary election, don't forget it is just between
the APC family
and people. Now, let's assume that number is for APC.
Okay.
That's APC at the government house that you just saw played out. That does not mean that the 70 or 75% of everybody remaining in Kogi State the large number comprised of all Igalas,
Igalas, yeah.
and the Okun people are also there. That's not a yardstick to say that whoever wins in 8 PDP now will be the Yabelo's headache till the election.
But so, okay, so but you were looking at it, you see that you said he pays salaries, and maybe this is why people voted for him. I don't think that is even peculiar, because remember in Anambra State, a lot of people were saying that they had to vote for Willie Obiano back again to the government house simply because he was consistent in paying their salaries. And so when we look at these people, Nigerians keep saying that the government have weaponized poverty and hunger. Is this the case that has worked in the favor of Governor Yaya Bello?
I don't think so. Why are we not sure that even the result sheet or the candidate sheet has not been manipulated? You know, it is not very easy to unseat a sitting governor.
Yeah.
That is aspiring, coming under a platform of a particular party. It's not very easy to unseat him for primary election, because except otherwise, when he lack the pedigree from especially we have the Godfathers and all of that. In case of Lagos State now, Ambode has been removed. Ambode, he was a good governor, and everybody were praising him. He was not owing salary, yet he was removed. In the case of Yaya Bello, I don't think he's using the salary as a bait and he want to get there because he has clear salary. Meanwhile, he didn't use his own personal money to pay the salary. He got the support from the federal government to back him up, to enable him pay the salary. His campaign, they are campaigning for him to win the ticket.
Nice, but if we're going forward, now you say anybody that wins from the PDP is going to be his headache. And we know that the PDP had a lot of gladiators in the contesting. You have like 2 ex-governors, including Idris Wada, coming out to contest the primaries. We have Dino Melaye, who seems to be very popular in the Okun land. Mm-hmm. Yes, in this Kogi West, he seems to be very popular and loved. Now, one of them is going to emerge. But aside the PDP, we also have somebody else, Natasha Akpoti, who we know that she just came up not in the far distant past, but she came out and she also contested the Kogi senatorial election, that she was in a constant squabble with the governor. Yeah. Are you not giving her any chance? Do you think don't you think she's going to pose a threat to the governorship as aspirations of either the PDP candidate or the APC candidate?
Well, she's from SDP.
Yes.
And the problem is that she's a credible candidate, but SDP doesn't have the full structure to deliver Kogi State.
So when you talk about structure, what are those structures?
They have not gotten to the base and have not gotten to the heart of people to convince them so that she will be voted for.
So the party something, is it the structures or the candidates being sellable, having that believability that people believe in you that you can do it? Because when you look at the senatorial election, she came out once and then she had a lot of supporters coming out and all that. And maybe now she thinks she can leverage on that and maybe go ahead and win the governorship election. Is it possible for her to win the governorship election?
Natasha Akpoti is a credible candidate, as he has said. But the thing is that the structure of SDP, when we talk about structure, we talk about the influence of that party with the local people, the local government, the state, and the federal. Now, SDP is nowhere to be found in Kogi State. It's only Natasha Akpoti that we hear about. They don't have anybody in the local governments. They don't have any seat in the council. I know what I'm saying. Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
Okay.
APC and ADP handles the affair of Kogi State, and PDP. ADP has a seat in the federal
House of Reps.
Yeah, House of Rep for the Kogi West. Is ADP that has it. And now this issue of structure is affecting that man in that place now, because he's the only ADP member. So he's thinking whether he will go and join APC now or join PDP. They're trying to buy him over. The Akpoti will face the same thing, because there's nobody at the local government to push her matter. There's nobody at the state. There's
But
nobody at
Even
But
look at the council ward, right from the council ward, they don't have structure there.
Yes.
Right from the council ward,
Yes.
you know, we are from the unit. You
Yes.
have to structure your unit,
For unit.
structure the council ward,
Yes.
structure the local
All of
government,
that.
structure the district,
Yes.
each of the district, before you talk of the state.
so it means politics generally in Nigeria
It's
should
about
be
structure.
more
It's about
about
structure.
structures and
Yes.
not
How
about
you were
candidates.
able to play and sell
Yes.
yourself down to the grassroots, because the people at the grassroots need to feel you,
Yes.
that you exist, and you'll be able to deliver them from these so
Even
issues.
that's one of the things that helped Buhari to win this election. The full structure was there for him. Even this Yabelo thing that we're talking about, this structure will play a lot of role because most of the local governments in Kogi State is APC. So they will
And
not
I think
leave. They will not leave.
The entire 25 members of the House of Assembly in Kogi State are all APC.
They are
members
APC,
as
but
Yes.
the problem now, the issue of the tribalism,
The tribalism
is going to play out
It's
here.
going to play out here because the population is on the Ghana side.
Yes, because politics is all about the
It's all about numbers.
Yes. So the moment the other side, Igala side, will come up with a high support
Yes, for
under
the
the to the PDP aspirant now,
You will
definitely
see a
he
shift.
cannot get it.
Exactly.
Except otherwise, the sitting government.
So let's just look at
manipulate
let's
the
just
election.
look at PDP. Dino Melaye seems to be a very strong candidate as well. Idris Wada also seems to be a very strong candidate, and the other governor as well. Who do you think is going to come up tops in the APC that is going to give Bello a run for his
In
money?
APC or PDP?
In PDP.
In PDP.
Yes.
I think, left to me on personal opinion and experience, the Audu son stands a chance. He stands a lot because when we look at the antecedents of what happened during the election, the people might be having some kind of empathy,
Emotional
emotion for
ability,
him,
yes.
so they might cast a sympathy vote for him. Secondly, he has the numbers. As far as I'm concerned, the Audu period in Kogi State was a very smooth time for the people of Kogi
It's
State.
even better than now.
Better than now. So they might use all of those antecedents and they have the number. And they are still loyal to Audu, dead or alive. So they might want to do that. The fact that the structure of politics will not be in favor, the tribal structure will not be in favor of Dino. Though he's very popular, he's well loved in Kogi State, not only with the West Senatorial District, he's very popular all around Kogi State, except maybe for the Galas, the Ebiras.
But if he's popular all around the state, then why can't he emerge?
That's what I'm saying, the tribal factor.
So
And the sympathy that is attached to the
I-
fact that Audu lost the election before Yabelo came in. So they saw Audu's death as the reason why they are suffering now. If Audu did not die.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. All right. Then maybe we just move on straight to the next topic, but that would be quickly after this break. Thank you for still staying with us, and it is still the press talk. We'll move straight to the next topic for discussion. President Muhammadu Buhari on Thursday in Yokohama, Japan, sought the support of Japanese government in combating piracy in the Gulf of Guinea, as well as illegal fishing in that region. We will recall that the president jetted out to Japan on Sunday to attend the 7th Tokyo International Conference on Africa Development, as at the same time when there was a G7 meeting holding in Paris, France. While in Tokyo, Japan, the president had bilateral talks with the Prime Minister of Japan, Prime Minister Abe, and with other world leaders, and he sought for their support to develop Africa. He also sought for their support to invest in Nigeria. So he went there. So we can say that he went there to actually sell Nigerians. And this time around, it seemed like the president was making the right statements while he was in Japan, denouncing the bad characters of Nigerians who are involved in criminalities abroad, that they are not representing us, making the right statement this time. Now, but when we look at this trip to Japan, he traveled at the time when they were having the G7 meeting in France, where other African leaders were there, and he was not there, and the Nigerians raised eyebrows that why are you going to Japan when your supposed host is at the G7 meeting? Why is Nigeria not invited to the G7 meeting? It means that Nigeria is losing its reputation in the Committee of Nations. Did you see that? Did you also see that way?
Of course, because the G7 meeting is very important for the economic growth of the world, and considering the fact that we play a vital role because we have the numbers in Africa, and we have the major distributor of oil.
Okay.
And then we should be at such a meeting. But then come to think of it, that's the G7 meeting. Then coming to Japan, Yokohama, you see that the meeting in Japan is a very is a high point for us, because Japan now, they now have interest in Africa. They want to spread their tentacles to Africa, especially Nigeria. They discovered now that most of their products are being used in Nigeria, and that of course somebody needs to take statistics for them. That should not be the president anyway. Somebody should be in the gap for them. But if the president is there to do that and to enlighten the Japanese people, or especially their economic sector, about how viable Nigeria is and how strong we are intellectually, which they already know, that's not bad. That means there will subsequent G7 meetings will become relevant. It's
so
like taking
now
your
we are
time
not
out.
relevant.
We are relevant. I said more relevant.
Okay, we will become
More relevant
more
because of course
relevant.
we are losing.
But then
our
when we
grip.
look, just you can see that they are going to have a conference on the development of Africa, and it's being held in Tokyo, Japan. So it's termed Tokyo International Conference for this development of Africa, and TICAD. How does it seem to us Africans that other countries of the world will be having conference to discuss how to develop Africa? They extend invitations to our leaders, and they attend that conference.
One thing I know about this country, Nigeria always run away from the priority, and it is good to be sincere. And when you are sincere, you can be sincerely wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, you can be sincere and be sincerely wrong.
All right.
You can do the right thing at the wrong time. I think what the journey of Mr. President at that moment was not supposed to be. He's supposed to attend the meeting before he paid. Either he went there to fraternize about the Nigeria economy or not. Me, I have not gotten the real picture of what he went there for. Because if he is going there to have a kind of bilateral agreement with the
other world leaders and all of that during the meeting, I think the meeting is more important than that visit for now. Because we discovered that Nigeria, when the world are coming together to discuss about the impact of their economy, Nigeria abandoned the meeting and went for different things. Before now, do you know that without Japan, let me be realistic to you, without Japan, we can still make it. Nigeria can still make it because we have all it takes to push Nigeria to a next level. Now, saying it that without Japan, we have all the necessary resources, the necessary brains to make it. And now considering that the president also tried to woo investors to come into Nigeria, to come and invest in Nigeria. And I wonder that the priorities given to foreign investors, can't the government also give it
But
to
do you
local
think that we don't
investors?
have money to inject into our economy? What about the stolen money? They are stealing money every day. What if we take the money back into our economy? We invest so much into our economy. Other world countries, they discover that we have a lot. We have enough money that can boost our economy. For you to look for investors from a foreign country to come and develop your place while you have everything, all it takes to develop. Like, look at all our mineral resources we have. Locally produced, has not even been developed. If we can put more on what we have for now, I think we can make a long headway than depending on other countries to boost our economy.
So when you look at it, why is it that it seems as if Africa is always looking to the world, to the bigger countries of the world to come to its aid? So you find out that most aids come to Africa and also like that. So if you look at even at this meeting, the president asking the Japanese to assist us in combating piracy and illegal fishing and this. So we're always looking towards the West for solutions to our problem. Why is that always happening? Is there a time the Westerners and the Asians are going to look to Africa for solutions?
They already did.
Okay.
They already did. Like now, let me give you an example.
All right.
Canada is one of the G7 countries, one of the members of the G7. They are looking to Africa now to increase their population, to come up, because their country, especially Canada, their country is just population of 30 million, and then they are the second largest country in the world, land mass. They have a lot, like 5 cities that are built complete with nobody staying inside. So they are looking to us.
But they are looking onto us to build their economy. It's not that
to build, to sustain it.
To sustain
it's a different case.
Do you know what
build.
they are trying to do? See, the resources we have. We have the human resources.
Mm-hmm.
That is what the human resources we're supposed to depend in our own country. That is what they are moving. They are moving them from our country to their own country to build their economy. So what Nigeria is supposed to do is to move the human resources from other country to Nigeria to build our economy. Now, if we can boost our own economy, you discover that a lot of people will now come to Nigeria and depend on us instead of us going to another country to fraternize, to have a bilateral agreement with them to come and import.
I agree with you, but I just wanted to answer his question, which is, when will they ever look up to us? But then I told him that they already did.
But
I want to say something again.
Okay.
Let's not overshadow the fact that Africans are very intelligent people, and that we have suffered from being pressed down from all these countries for a long time. For over 200 years, Africa has been pressed down. So this is the new form of colonization that we are seeing, of moving our people systematically. But then, if they don't do that, they will not be able to sustain the economy at the level as it is. Okay. Now, if we don't accept to do that, we will not be able to manage our population, because we can't kill ourselves. We already have a large number. And we can't begin to roast our children and eat because we have a large number.
But we have enough.
We have enough
resources.
But that enough now to process it needs brains of people that have studied with these people, these same people.
So
do you agree with me?
Okay, but I think the discussion is going to be what, but it's left for us to see. We'd like to see. Look, let me just quickly get. Was the president's visit and trip to Japan, was it a successful one? Did it bring good tidings for us?
That is why I told you that I don't even know the details of his visit, because I have not seen anything. Nigeria he has visited a lot of countries since he came, but we've not seen anything. The economy remained. Look at dollar today. How much are they selling? It's still going up.
What do you think? It has been a success so far.
Yeah, it has been a success.
It has been,
because we cannot continue to remain like this and expect things to just change overnight.
So
Somebody needs to go. Like
we
Japan,
continue
Japan
to look
also,
up to the developed
Japan,
nations.
They also went to that G7 meeting. They went to discuss something in that G7 meeting,
Where the big boys play.
which probably is all about Africans too, it's about Nigeria too.
Then Nigeria would have gone there.
We will have gone there, but we are not part of the G7 countries.
No, it is. I think it's
If
by
they go
invitation.
there,
It is by
It's
invitation,
by invitation.
And Nigeria was
If
invited.
we even go there,
But I
they
think
will just be.
I
They will just
I
join
think
the audience and be
we-
looking. Their opinion does not matter at
Mr.
G7.
Of course.
Let us continue discussion offset as we will have to leave the studio now. Thank you for spending your time with us. Until we come your way next time again next week. I remain Victor Tehemba. Thank you, Mr. Prince Agbo, for
Thank
coming
you very
around.
much.
We'll continue discussion behind and we'll have you again. Thank you, Mr. Adidela.
Thank you.
All right.